My name is Jim McGillivray and welcome to the Pipe Box, your source for all things piping. If you find this video useful, please give it a like and please subscribe to this YouTube channel to see more videos like this. I'm going to give you a tune today, and you can print the music out for this tune by going back to the description of this video on my YouTube channel. You'll see a link to a PDF there. Today I would like to introduce you to a new composition of mine, and a very unusual composition it is. It was written specifically for a particular scale on the Blair Digital Chanter. The Blair Digital Chanter is a wonderful little instrument made by Murray Blair in Australia. On this chanter we can play all sorts of different bagpipe sounds and scales. It's a fascinating instrument to play, and one day I downloaded some of the new instrument sounds to the chanter, and I noticed there was a chanter called the Do Chanter, D-O, and it was named after the scale, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, etc. It's an unusual scale in that it's in the key of C minor, and it also has some exotic drone tunings. So the sound of the scale is quite different from that of our usual bagpipe scale. Let's have a quick listen to the sound of the Do scale right now. The first time I played this scale, it really fascinated me. Within a couple of minutes, I found myself playing random notes in jig time. And a couple of minutes later, I was producing these funky little jig phrases that I kind of liked. A few minutes later, jig parts were coming at me just about as fast as I could think of them, and I started writing them down. I had the tune pretty well written down and finished in about 40 minutes, which is quite unlike me. Most of my tunes occur at the editing stage, not at the actual creation stage. I really liked the European flavor of the tune, so I decided to name it after a good friend of mine, Lou Lanaro. Lou is an Italian-Canadian who decided to take up pipes in his late 60s, which is a real tall order. Lou probably works at his piping harder than anyone I know and more resourcefully than anyone I know. He's a role model for any aspiring pipers, and he's a unique individual, so I thought this tune suited him very well. You should know that if you play this tune on a regular practice chanter, it will not work. Even though it looks like a regular pipe tune, it needs to be played on the Do scale. And I'll tell you right at the get-go that it's not an easy tune. It's a very difficult tune. It's difficult enough that I asked my very musical and fast-fingered friend, Matt McGillivray, if he would do an audio recording for me of the tune, which he did. So let's listen now to Matt McGillivray playing Lou Lanaro's jig on the Do scale of the Blair Digital Chanter. that was my composition, Lou Lanaro's jig, played by Matt McIsaac on the Do scale of a Blair Digital Chanter. Remember, the tune will not sound like that on a regular practice chanter or bagpipe. You gotta have that Do scale. That's it for this week. A new tune, a new scale, a new sound. From me, Jim McGillivray at the Pipe Box. Good piping.